Troy.
Hey, y'all. I forgot to ask
Mhm.
about is there anything to help with how I deal with the heat? It's getting to 100-degree weather. Like I've got 105, 106, 107.
Now
For the
that's a
past
young man's
week.
game right there. Like that's in my youth, I could handle that. As I got older, I'm like, I'm staying in the air conditioning. Oh my God, that's so hot.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm going to be out in it for work, delivering and hanging art, and then I've been trying to run 2 or 3 times a week too. So, I'm not going to go during like the hottest part of the day, but um, is there anything that will help me like be able to
yeah.
adjust that better?
So let me just ask you like a question or two. So like when you're out in the heat like that and you're being a little bit active, are you sweating?
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
normal or like just a little bit, but you really should be sweating a little bit more?
I think I think traditionally it takes me a minute to get sweating. I mean,
Okay. I think that
but not
actually
like hard.
right. So what can happen to I'm going to say two things and I'll let you kind of play with which one works, but traditionally when there is issues with especially heat, the issue is the skin has gotten a little congested and you're not able to perspire, and that's part of how the way the body cools. And so it can make you feel like a little like almost like toxic inside. Like it's not like horrible, but you're just like, oh, I don't feel good. Like it's just the heat makes you feel like uncomfortable kind of. And so that's really an easy fix kind of. Take like 15 drops of helichrysum, take a salt bath, do it probably a night or two in a row, and if anything, maybe a drop or two, three on the wrist a couple of times over a few days. That will probably eradicate that, like completely eradicate the skin congestion. And so then if you feel better out in the heat, you're able to detoxify and you're not being, it's like it makes the lymph stagnant, and anytime the skin is congested, it reduces the lungs purifying, the liver purifying, the gallbladder purifying, the kidneys. It just kind of takes them all down a notch. And when that starts to happen, you just kind of feel crappy. You know what I mean? Like it's just, So there's that. But the other one you could do is vetiver. Like vetiver would be cooling. You could put a few drops on the wrist. I would take a few drops and rub it behind your ears. Like if you can cool behind your ears, a lot of times it'll cool your whole body down. And so even if you're out in the heat and you're at a job and everything, I mean, just get like a drink where it's got like a bunch of ice in it, or a can of something, and just put it back there, or have a cold water bottle where you just put a little bit and then you just wipe it behind your ears. It should cool you down quite substantially.
So like straight back behind the jaw line
Yeah, like
under the
just like
ear.
right behind the ear. Like if you just go behind the ear, like
Okay.
not on the front side, but just to the back side, just kind of rub it all behind the ear, like where the ear connects to the skull, and just a little bit behind that. If you kind of feel like that area tends to be a little bit hotter than everywhere else, if you cool that down, it will start to cool the body down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like even in certain Kundalini practices where they don't, some practices bring the energy down and then move it back up, and some just move it up. And so when they move it up, they generate a lot of body heat. And so then when they stop their practice, their body's hot. So one of the ways that they do it is they put cold water, like either behind the ears, or they'll get the top of their head wet, and it just cools the body down.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Sandalwood can be cooling too, but I find vetiver to be a little bit stronger.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
I will. Thank you so much.